I was fueling just now. And anytime I think about going back on the road or anything, and I do these little jobs where I go to truck stops, I'm reminded why I got off the road. For me, it started in Charlottesville. That's when I started to realize, like, yo, there's a lot of hate in this country. And, like, I guess I kind of thought that, I kind of felt like we were all, as a country, progressing with Obama. I mean, I that's what I thought. And I realized that, no, we're not. That you have a base out here of people who are really full of hate, and who, I said it before, if not for the federal government, we wouldn't have gay marriage. We wouldn't have civil rights. We wouldn't have, none of that would have happened. I was pumping, and, I be forgetting that this is one of them trucks to where the alarm goes off. I'm in the truck, messing with some dude looking over at me. And I remembered how I was at a Effingham. I was at a Walmart. I got in the truck. I just got stuff from the store and walked up, got in the truck. The truck gonna come over there and look at me. One of them crackers. And like just now, it reminded me. And when I got in the truck and the thing was honking, this UPS guy was looking at me doing like this, like he got a gun. I'm always armed. Charlottesville woke me up, and I started looking at the world a little bit differently. I am always armed. These crackers have more than shown me that we're already at war. Civil war is not coming. We're already at war, and these are some really hateful beasts. Like, they operate on. They need homophobia. They need racism. I believe that capitalism needs a nigga. Capitalism needs someone to look down on. Even though they're, what I mean? And when you're on the road, like, white men will just confront you all the time. White people will just walk up to you and like, they think somehow like you serve them, or that you owe them something at the same time, or like it's exclusive club. Like, you have to prove yourself. Like, I ain't gotta prove myself to nobody. That's why I didn't park at truck stops. It wasn't just the backing. It's that I never felt like a trucker. No, I drive a truck for a living. I don't have to. And it gets tiring, man. As much as, like, the niggerism and the thugism, I don't like that either. Which is the other part of it. Just this dumbed down, thugged out culture of blacks, young black men that I'm not defending by any means. We can talk about that. Just that idea of white men believing they can confront you at any time, asking you whatever, always questioning you. Like, I can give you a couple of times. I was in a truck stop in Washington one time. I went out to Seattle. Went to a fuel stop. I'm talking to the lady in there, and this crowd come over there. He's standing beside me, like, looking. So, me and her keep talking, and I'm like, all right, have a good one. I walk, he follows me out. Yeah. I remember I got my GPS one time at a truck stop. When I first got my job with Western, like my first paycheck, second paycheck, like that. And I'm talking to the lady, and the boy, it was this boy at the counter, me and her talking, and they didn't have what I wanted. So I'm like, I didn't get mad, or I was just kind of like, he gonna do like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess he was trying to, like, show me something. It's a lot of that on the road, and it gets tiring. Like, I have nothing to prove to crackers. I have nothing to prove to redneck. I have nothing to prove to these people whatsoever. I don't feel as though I have anything to prove to them whatsoever. And I'm armed all the time now anyway. I've already talked about that, It's just, it's really sad, man. And then I look at these videos that this guy, Atheism is Unstoppable. This guy was talking about the shooting of the brother in Georgia. And he's like, well, the guy had been seen before, and this, total lies. Total lies. And all of that has nothing to do with them. They didn't know that at the time. See, what he's doing is white apologism. Well, he did this and he did that, so he deserved to die. You don't get to do that. You don't get to confront people. Citizen arrest is in your, you don't get to chase folks down. And that was a lynching. That's what the Klan did back in the day. We think a black man did, we'll get a black man. And it's just that same old thing of black men always needing to prove themselves to the white authority. Even if it's some hillbillies in a pickup truck with an old raggedy shotgun, you still gotta answer. I don't have to answer the goddamn thing from these crackers. I was in Hickory one time. This is I went to McLean. No, I went to Merchants up in Hickory. And it was a way to get me home. I was up with William Bullock, I think, at that time. And I got there. Okay, I don't know why this guy's braking. There's nothing in front of him. I have no idea why this jackass is doing it. He's braking, then he got to get over. Why not just get over? And what a dumbass. What a complete dumbass. You see a truck bearing down behind you. Let's start hitting the brakes. And I remember I was walking through to the other lot. It was right next to the place to get to my truck. These two rednecks come flying up. There's an old man, a young dude in the driver's seat. The old man's like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, man, I'm a truck driver. I'm walking in my truck. And he's like, oh, I know you've seen this, and there's been a lot of break-ins in the area. And I'm like, dude, I have nothing to do with it. I don't have no idea what you're talking about. And see, now I would have kept walking. Yeah. I'm of the spirit what I would have said, hey, what's going on? I would have kept walking. I'm more like Brother Armory than you think. And I think that's what started happening is I started seeing these black men murdered. And I started realizing, see, with Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, that ain't me because I was never a bully. I was never cool. I never had like that just brute force to where I could just like do stuff. You know what I mean? So and I've known guys that were like that. So the idea of just like bucking up at a police officer, like that never really, or even Jonathan Farrell, I was never the football player. I was never the cool guy. I was never the tough guy growing up. I was never that. I was a nerd. So that didn't really hit me. Whereas the brother Botham Jean, that hit me because, okay, it's getting bad. I'm sorry. Botham Jean got me because I can see myself in that position. I don't lock my doors on the own. I got a shotgun in there. I don't lock my doors ever, unless I'm like gonna be in there or it's something going on in the area. I do that now. Be like parties and shit. I don't want no trouble. The woman in Nashville, where the new NYPD won't bust up in her house, bust up in her apartment. I mean, it's just that. I'm more like that, and you are too if you're a black person than you think. We just like them. And these are instances that can happen to us. I said it before, that New York policeman or former policeman should be dead. I said it before, he should have went out in a box. You break in my house, police officer or not, you're going out in a box, bro. You're not walking out. You go up in there drunk if you want to, you're gonna be dead there. You understand that? You're gonna be dead there. Period. This has gone on too long. And these crackers need to understand that. Respect my existence, or you better expect resistance. That's all there is to it. White men need to learn you can't hunt black men, and you won't get away with it if you try. I think about brothers out there on the road, young brothers out there on the road that are conscious, and it's like, man, like, yo, how do you do it like that? And now I know about the telomeres and stuff. I learned about that, I think, before I came back. That's RT. Telomeres and how, your genes, your DNA is always replicating. You're growing, your wounds are healing, things like that. Your body growing, you're going through stage of life. And your telomeres like the ends of the shoelace. When they get worn out, is when you start aging. I need to start getting back on my stuff now. They talking about it, yeah. Telomeres are important. And you being stressed out all the time is why you age so quickly. Because you're telomeres. So I just, I'm not sure I'll ever get back on the road. I've thought about it, but I mean, I don't know. I've thought about it. But it's dealing with rednecks, white trash, that thinks they're above you somehow. You meet them and you talk to them and they're really not. white trash that, ooh, white trash that is just so pathetic and just so low life. It's just like, wow, you think you're better than me? How? Boggles the mind, doesn't it? Anyway, I know personally, I'm always armed. I'm not playing games, and I don't engage in like conversations. Like, I don't walk out here with white people and expect to make friends. I don't. I do my job, and it's kind of like, okay, I keep a distance. I'm always prepared to react, to act, because I'm living amongst domestic terrorists. They don't even pretend to care about black people or black. They don't even care. They're not even pretending to care anymore. And a part of me is like, they never did. But it's just, I don't have anything to prove to you. Nothing. I went to pick up a truck at Postal Express, and I couldn't find the truck. And I went to ask the white man, it was a mechanic, and he's like, well, let's look it up. And I'm like, I'm on the phone. He walked in like he thought I was gonna follow him, and I'm like, talking to the dude. I'm like, dude, why? What's? And the guys asking me questions. Even dude on the phone didn't know what the dude was talking about, and he's just like trying to look it up. I didn't need him to do that. I really needed him to do something simple. And see, I ended up just walking out of there, because what that is, once again, that's white people thinking that they're above you and thinking you have to account to every white person. If they come from, no, man, bullshit. I don't have to prove nothing to you. Nothing whatsoever. Not a goddamn thing at all. I have nothing to prove to you. Nothing, boy. And that's real talk. I'm not saying it in an angry way. I don't mean to sound angry. I have nothing to prove to them, and you don't either. But that is something that you deal with over the road. That's something you deal with out there in Missouri and Wisconsin and all those places. It's just that attitude of having to prove something to them. And what are you doing? And what are you up to? And I know now I don't put up with it at all. And now if I'm somewhere and I gotta work with you, and I know I'm going to, that's different. But if I'm just minding my merry way, and a white man asks, I'd be like, yeah, I'm doing this with the window. I'm serious. I don't know, like, they get off. I don't know if they get off on it or what it is about that going up to black people. And that's how I look at these videos of them. It's like, dude, like, who are you? You're not the police. You're not, that's why I stopped going to South Boulevard. I stopped going to places. Now, it doesn't mean I'm looking for trouble. I mean, these people's communities, and I try to, think about how would I feel. I was raised that way to, look at things in other people's point of view. I try to keep that in mind. How would I feel? Nothing wrong with that. But I don't owe you anything. And I think that's the whole Trumpian mindset. White people, Hispanics have to answer to white people. Well, excuse me, Hispanics, blacks have to answer to white people all times. You're below them. It's like they're surprised. They're like shocked when I ignore them. Like I just walk off. And they'll do it like so sneaky, like, do you need help? And I'm like, no, I'm good. When I worked for Samaritan's Purse, the same way. I went in a place, woman's like, are you lost? I'm like, no, I work here. I kept walking. Nothing rude. She's trying that control stuff. Once again, you answer to them, I don't go to places where it's a lot of white folks now. Like, I'm not saying all whites are racist. I'm not putting that out there. But I am saying that there's this mindset that we have to answer to them. And I can tell you for myself, I don't. And I'm always ready for cracker bullshit. Peace.